Hello and welcome to Bankroll Trading. Today is the 20th of July 2022 and we made $180 trading Tesla options, both calls and puts. Today was the day that Tesla announced their earnings, so the market does move slightly differently, so happy to walk away with $180 profit, but a lot of room for improvement. And with that being said, let's get into the recaps. The first trade we take on Tesla today is the 2-minute opening range break to the upside. So something I'm trialing a little different is if the first 2-minute candle is closing at the extreme of that candle, either to the upside or the downside, I'm going to be taking that opening range break trade. So with this one this morning, you can see it's trading around $745, and as it comes into close that first 2-minute candle, it's still at that high of 745, and from what I've seen previously is it normally has a kick on from there. It may have a pullback, and this is something that I'm working on with my personal trading, is that to not get shaken out. So you can see here that the first 2-minute candle is closed, the second one has opened up right at 744, so I'm looking at the 745 calls, I'm giving it half a second, and I get in there for $24.68 for 5 contracts of the 745 calls. It does have a little push up, and again, something else that I'm trying to work on is holding the trade for longer. So I don't just want to be getting out with $1 profit on the premium. I want to be looking for those $2, $3, $4 profits and getting those bigger winners. So it has a little push in my favour, comes back to entry, it then has a little dip down where I get out the trade for a loss of just shy of $1 on the contract, so about $480. But then if you look what happens, it drops down to that level and then just pushes right back up, breaks that 2-minute candle again, and then has a really bigger push higher, and I could have walked away with the $3 or $4 profit that I'm talking about. So for me, it's just working on holding that trade a little longer. Now, you don't want to hold on to a loser, and this is the hard thing about trading, but just holding it a little bit longer. Don't get shaken out because it has a little pullback. So you can see here the trade's just sort of sitting around where I would have been break even, and then look, it has a push higher. It's now making new highs on the day, and through my analysis and my back testing, this is what I've noticed happens. If it closes, that first 2-minute candle closes at the extreme of the high or the low, it normally kicks on and has a further push in that direction. So the execution was good. I got in at the right level, but I got shaken out too early. And something that I'm going to play with going further is set stop losses at $2 on the premiums and having a take profit of $4. So it's a 2-to-1 risk to reward, and hopefully I'm going to see some more profits through that. And here we have trade 2, which is sort of a continuation of the first trade. So as I said, I got shaken out of that first trade, and if I'd held, it would have been a really nice one and done day. But here you can see that it set a high of day, it had a little bit of a pullback, and then it starts to push up higher. So I took 5 contracts of the 750 calls and got in at 24.93. And because I had that loser, again, I didn't hold this for long enough, which on this occasion worked out in my favour. But ideally, it's not a great execution. So I got out for 25.85 and it made me about flat on the day. But really, my emotions got the better of me here. I knew I was down. I didn't want to have another loser. On this occasion, it worked out. But on other occasions, I'm going to end up being missing out on bigger profits and just walking away flat on the day rather than having a bigger profit. So it was a high of day break. It's a play I like. This one does get stuffed and it comes right back down. So on this occasion I got out at a good time, but it's not great execution, and it's something that I need to work on still. So this is trade 3 on Tesla. After the first 10-15 minutes of trading, it's gone into a really nice period of consolidation, and then it starts to drop to the lows. So I'm anticipating the lower day break at 740. So I end up taking 5 contracts of the 740 puts just as it's about to break this low. So I get in right there, and then it has a nice little push downwards, but I get out of the trade too early again. So I make some money on this one, so I shouldn't complain too much, but there's room for improvement here. So as you can see, it's right at that low of day. It's about to push a bit lower. The follow through isn't as good as I like to see it, probably because Tesla are announcing their earnings later on today, which does affect how the market moves in the morning. So it has a little push here. I'm in the money, and I end up taking the 5 contracts off for about 50 cents profit per contract to leave myself up $180 on the day. So I get out right there. But as you can see, this is going to push a lot lower, and I could have had a much bigger winner if I was just a bit more patient. And this is what has made my decision easy to put in stop losses and take profits going forward, so I can set the trade and leave it. And I know that my maximum loss will be whatever my contract size is versus my the $2 on the premium, and I know that my profit is going to be twice as much as that. So I walk away from today green to the tune of $180, which is good, but there's a lot of room for improvement in my trading at the minute, and that's why this game is so hard, because you are never going to be perfect, and it is a constant learning curve. So thank you guys all for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.